A gold digger woman accused my husband as her baby's father and demanded hush money, or she will expose everything. Now that I've discovered the truth, I'm not sure what to do. My husband left the lobby and went back to God 3.5 years ago. I always thought we had such a good marriage. We rarely argued, always supported each other. We both worked and raised 4 children together. In 2012, I started a master's program, so I was away from home a few evenings a week. Our children were all grown and moved away from home. My husband was so supportive. When I had tons of homework on the weekends, he would leave the house for the whole day so I could work undisturbed. Now I know why he never resented leaving me to go visit friends. He wasn't visiting friends, he was spending time with his girlfriend. I never had a clue. This is how I found out. Today I finally cleaned out his nightstand. I have cleaned everything else the last 3.5 years, his dresser, closet, tool shed, all his stuff from the garage. But today I started emptying his nightstand. I found so much stuff. Cards and notes from her, a very expensive men's watch and gold chain necklace. I didn't buy him and never saw him wear either. The notes were all signed Fred with a heart around it. I pulled out his phone that I had saved. I charged it and opened it. I searched through all the messages for women's names, checked all the messages, all good. Then I noticed a Fred in his contacts. Fred was actually a Frida, about 40 years old. All the pictures and messages she sent him showed her as quite fit and pretty. Everything was dated starting in 2012 while I was at school. Some of the pictures were in my home. He had her here while I was at school getting a degree. Many of the pictures were at her home with her children. Then there was the ultrasound and her asking him when he was going to tell me, when was he getting divorced. She wanted this child to have its real father. He kept telling her soon that he loved her but didn't want to hurt me. I couldn't stop reading. I felt like my heart was being ripped out of my chest. The last 9 years of my married life was a lie. The last messages ultrasound demands were late 2018. He told her he couldn't leave me because I had cancer. He needed to concentrate on me and make what we thought were my last months good. They agreed to go. No contact for a while. He was the best husband during that time. Coming home early to help and cook dinner, going to every appointment, staying with me in the hospital, supporting me, and he was my rock. I had a great surgeon and medical team. The cancerous tumors were removed in April 2019. She got a text from him with a baby picture. It said, "I have a son. You have an ugly, fat, sick wife. Enjoy your life. I'm back with my ex." There was no response from him to her and no other exchanges. I have been crying off and on all day. My daughter lives with me and keeps asking what is wrong. I told her it was really hard cleaning out her dad's nightstand. Should I leave it at that or destroy the image she has of her dad with what I found? My 4 children have a little brother out there. Should I tell them or leave it be and play ignorant if he ever tries to contact us? I thought I had moved on. I recently started dating and have felt in a good place, but now this. I just don't know how to handle this devastating situation. I called her number last night, no longer in service. This morning I called the company where my late husband worked, talked with the office manager, the woman who had guided me through the hoops for getting insurance and last check after my husband passed. She said the woman does still work there. Then shaking, I asked her if she had a 4 to 5 year old son. She hesitated, then said yes. I asked if she knew about that woman and my husband, and she did. Everyone knew. Then through my tears, I asked if she was claiming that child as my husband's. The manager said at first she did, but after the baby was born and was obviously part African American, my husband was not that. She admitted she lied and was going to tell me about the years-long affair if he didn't pay her money. He knew it wasn't his, but paid her so our family wasn't torn up. The manager said at the funeral she did not come with her or the other 3 people that came. She came in her own and they made her leave. I don't remember seeing her except in a couple of pictures after, and she signed the book. They realized at the funeral my family didn't know anything. When my children welcomed her and chose to keep quiet, she did try to apologize. I just said thank you and hung up. Now I know he chose me. I will see a therapist to help my newly formed grief and anger and pain, but my children, all in their mid-30s to early 40s, can be spared the pain of knowing what their father did. They will just keep believing he was a devoted father and husband, human like everyone else. I'm going to let it go.